Alright guys, first thing first, let's get you set up with a ChatGPT account. ChatGPT is a product from an American company called OpenAI. So let's head over openai.com and click on that Try ChatGPT button in the top right corner. If it's your first time using the chatbot, you will have to sign up, create a new account. Otherwise, you can simply log in and use your existing account. But for the rest of this lecture, I will assume this is the very first time you are using ChatGPT. So go ahead and enter your email, create a password, make it a good one, and follow the steps to verify your account. It is likely at this stage that OpenAI will also ask you for a phone number to verify your account, so be careful and make sure you give them your real phone number, okay? Because otherwise you won't be able to verify that account. In some countries, OpenAI will also let you verify your account via a WhatsApp number. And don't worry, this is all very normal. I have been using ChatGPT for months now, and OpenAI actually never sent me any text messages. So this is completely normal and it is completely safe. OpenAI will also ask you for your name and your birth date. And yeah, it's pretty funny that in order to be able to use the robot, you gotta prove that you're a real human. And that's it. You now have your very own ChatGPT account. Now go ahead and refresh your page, type in the URL chat.openai.com, log in with your brand new OpenAI account, and say hi to ChatGPT. Who's excited here? Now, before we move on, I would like to let you know that what you're using right now is the free version of ChatGPT, which at the time of filming this course relies on GPT 3.5. That is the name of the language model, or its version if you prefer. There is a more advanced version called GPT-4, but to be able to use this more capable model, you will need to upgrade to ChatGPT Plus, which is the paid version of ChatGPT and is worth $20 American a month. Now, as a beginner, I wouldn't recommend you to upgrade right away. I would suggest you to first see if the tool is the right one for you. Though something tells me you're gonna love playing around with this thing. Okay, Ronnie, I now have an account, but what can it do and how do I use it? Well, let's find out in the next lecture. To the question, what can ChatGPT do? The short answer is, well, pretty much anything you could think of, as long as you can formulate that ask clearly. Let me show you. Our very first prompt will be to ask ChatGPT what it can do. And here is the prompt I will use for that. Give me bullet points of what ChatGPT 3.5 can do. Notice that I asked ChatGPT to format its answer in bullet points, so it's easier for me to read them. So there you go, here is ChatGPT's answer. So certainly here are some of the capabilities and features of ChatGPT 3.5. Natural language understanding, contextual responses, answering questions, language translation, etc., etc. It gave me a list of 20 bullet points. Then at the end of its answer, it says, please note that ChatGPT 3.5 may have some limitations and biases and should not be relied upon for critical or sensitive tasks. It's essential to use it responsibly and verify critical information from reliable sources. So I like that we have this warning message at the end of the answer, kind of like giving us a taste of ChatGPT's limitations as well. The beauty of ChatGPT is that you can continue the conversation and it will remember what has been said in that conversation. And that is if you're not leaving your chat. So let me show you the interface here. I have several chats right here, but if you're staying within the same chat, you can continue prompting and ChatGPT will remember what has been said before. So it gave me a list of 20 functionalities right here, which I believe is a bit much, so it's difficult for me to retain all of that information. So I continued prompting and I asked, what would you say are the 5 most important things among these 20? And then ChatGPT answered, well, selecting the 5 most important capabilities from the list depends on the specific use case and context. However, considering general applicability and usefulness, the following 5 capabilities could be considered highly important. So we have natural language understanding, we have contextual responses, answering questions, language translation, and code writing. Now I could refine that list to what ChatGPT believes is the top 5. So I continued prompting and I asked, great, now can you make each point less than 50 characters? So that is me continuing to prompt here so that I can mold the answers in a format that is convenient for me to process. Because here I have my 5 most important features of ChatGPT, but it's still quite long to read. That's why I'm asking it to reduce each of the bullet points to 50 characters. So to which it answered, sure, here are the 5 most important capabilities of ChatGPT 3.5, each in less than 50 characters. Natural language understanding comprehends human language, contextual responses, relevant and coherent interactions, answering questions, provides factual information, language translation, translates between languages, and code writing, generates code snippets. So I went from 20 bullet points to a top 5, which is very easy for me to digest. I hope this gives you a good first look at what the chatbot can do. Now, let's dive a bit deeper and explore the different ways ChatGPT can assist us in our everyday tasks. Alright folks, in this lecture I want to show you that everyone can integrate ChatGPT in their daily routine. I genuinely believe that it can significantly boost your productivity, and this no matter what type of job you have. Let me try to illustrate that in this lecture by showing you a real case example of how I use ChatGPT in my work. Before we start, and as a general rule, in order to get the best answers from the AI, we need to give it some context. Put ChatGPT in a specific situation so it understands the circumstances. In this lecture, I will show you how I prompt ChatGPT to assist with my work as a content creator who produces educational content, so my real life. So as I told you, it's always good to start with some context. So here is my initial prompt. I am a YouTuber and educator. I create free tutorials that I share on YouTube and paid courses for platforms like Udemy and Skillshare. I mostly teach how to use tools like Canva and generative AI to other content creators and entrepreneurs. What would be 10 different ways to use ChatGPT to help me with everyday tasks as a content creator? So I'm basically here giving ChatGPT some context about my work and then asking it to help me pretty much work faster. Like, what are 10 different ways I can use ChatGPT as a content creator? So there you go. As a content creator and educator, ChatGPT can be a valuable tool to streamline your everyday tasks and enhance your content. Here are 10 different ways you can use ChatGPT. So number 1, content ideas and brainstorming. Use ChatGPT to brainstorm content ideas for YouTube, blog posts, courses, etc. Number 2, script and outline generation, to generate outlines for my courses. Number 3, editing and proofreading. That's interesting. Use ChatGPT to proofread and edit your content. Number 4, creating thumbnails and graphics. Number 5, video title and description optimization. Number 6, engagement strategies, keyword research, market research, social media posts, and responding to FAQs. All right, so I have these 10 bullet points with ideas on how ChatGPT can assist me in my work as a content creator. Now, you could pretty much follow up with another prompt and ask ChatGPT to develop any of these ideas, okay? So let's take, for example, the first idea, to use ChatGPT to brainstorm content ideas. How could I ask ChatGPT to do that for me? Well, let's just ask it. So I would follow up with this prompt. I like your first idea, content idea and brainstorming. I just take the same exact phrasing as what ChatGPT gave me here in point number 1. But I'm going to ask it to generate a prompt so that I can prompt ChatGPT to obtain the information I'm looking for. So the prompt I will be using is this one. Give me an effective prompt to get ChatGPT to generate ideas for my business And this is your point one of your answers. And here is ChatGPT's answer. Certainly, to effectively prompt ChatGPT for generating content ideas for your business as a content creator and educator, you can use the following prompt. And then it gives me the prompt. So I'm going to read the prompt to you. You'll see there are some square brackets in there where I can swap the data inside these brackets for whatever I like. So that would be the factors that will customize my prompt. And the prompt goes like this. Generate creative content ideas related to, opening the square bracket, your niche or topic, closing the bracket, keeping in mind my target audience, which consists of, opening the bracket, describe your target audience, characteristic, and interests. Closing the bracket. I'm looking for fresh and engaging topics that can be used for YouTube videos, blog posts, or online courses. So I have a very complete prompt right here that I can customize by replacing what's between the brackets in order to generate content ideas. And I can also play around with the last bit that could also have been between brackets, which is the platform I will need this content for. This is great, and now let me show you how I used this prompt and replaced what's in between the brackets for my information, my data. Okay, so this is how I use the prompt. Generate creative content ideas related to the consequences of not using AI when everybody else is using it. So that is the topic I would like ChatGPT to develop for me. Keeping in mind my target audience, which consists of beginner content creators and entrepreneurs who want to build a business around content creation. I'm looking for fresh and engaging topics that can be used for my next YouTube video. So you see how I pretty much customized the prompt to fit my needs. So once you've customized your prompt, you can hit enter and ChatGPT will start brainstorming the ideas for you. So there you go. I'm going to read some of them. Certainly, here are some creative content ideas for your YouTube video on the topic, the consequences of not using AI when everybody else is using it, tailored for your target audience of beginner content creators and entrepreneurs. So here I have 10 video ideas with a little bit of an explanation of what I could showcase in these videos. So the first one, why AI is a must-have tool for content creators. Explore the essential role of AI in content creation, highlighting the advantages it offers in terms of efficiency, creativity, and competitiveness in the market. And then it goes on with 9 more ideas. Common mistakes, not embracing AI in your content business, AI-powered content creation, a step-by-step guide for beginners, etc., etc. So this was ChatGPT helping me brainstorm content ideas. Instead of starting from a blank page and scratch my head over what am I going to create next, well, I can just prompt ChatGPT and brainstorm with it. And you see, it very quickly gives me a bunch of different ideas that I can decide to explore further or not. Maybe it's not interesting. All right, so now let me show you another way I use ChatGPT for my work, this time for content research. One of the places where I like to search for good content is LinkedIn. So I read a lot of LinkedIn content, but also LinkedIn articles, just like this one. The evolution of AI and 10 amazing AI tools for creatives. So in this LinkedIn article, the author, Tina H, will talk about 10 different AI tools that she found interesting. Okay, so the article is pretty long. So what you can do is to select all of that text right here, all the way to the title here, copy that, and then paste that text into ChatGPT together with a very simple prompt. Let me show you. So there you go. I have pasted the entire article right here, okay? And above it, I pasted my prompt, which is very simple. It says, sum up the main ideas of this article. If your article is too long, you might not be able to paste it in one single shot. And I will show you a bit later in the course how you can work around this. But for now, this article is not too long, so it did fit in my contextual window right here. So there you go. This is the answer that ChatGPT generated for me. Okay, it gives me general overview of what the article is all about, and then it tells me the main ideas covered in the article gives me 8 different ideas. So here, The number of bullet points will obviously depend on the content of the article you're trying to summarize. I'm just trying to show you that for research purposes, you can quickly skim through articles and read through summaries of these articles. So again, here, 8 different bullet points: AI and creativity, AI tools for image editing, AI tools for copywriting, for video creation, music production, UX design, project management, and social media marketing. So I have, I would say, a fifth of the text that was in this article, and it's nicely summed up for me. Another very useful source of information when I do my research for creating content is YouTube. And fortunately, we can do the exact same thing summarizing an entire article, but instead of a LinkedIn article or a blog post, we can summarize a YouTube video. So let me show you how I would do that with just YouTube and the free version of ChatGPT. I would start by finding a video, okay? So the video I would like to summarize is this one right here. Very popular video, it has 800K views. And this video is titled Mr. Beast Share His Best YouTube Advice. Okay, it's right here. I'm gonna click on the video.
If you knew what I knew, you could get 10 million subscribers within 6 months.
Okay, I'm not gonna play the video further, but what I want to show you is that I can summarize this video just like I summarized this LinkedIn article a few seconds ago. All I need to be able to do that is the transcript of the video. All right, so in order to get the transcript, you can simply scroll down the description and you should see at the bottom right here below the chapters, if the video has chapters, show transcript. So I'm going to click on show transcript and the transcript is going to be generated right here. And use the 3 little dots to toggle the timestamps off. Yeah, don't need the timestamps. And all I have to do is simply to drag everything here while holding my click to copy this entire transcript right here. So make sure I get everything, right click, copy. Then I can come back to ChatGPT, use this simple prompt, sum up the main ideas in this video, highlight each idea in bold. Okay, so I'm giving it extra information about the formatting so it's easier for me to read. And then I pasted the entire transcript of the Mr. Beast video. As long as your video is not longer than, let's say, 15 to 20 minutes, you should be able to fit the entire transcript in the contextual window of ChatGPT. So there you go, ChatGPT summed up this video transcript for me, and it says, in this video, Mr. Beast shares his best YouTube advice for growing a channel and getting views. The main ideas are, and then I have 11 ideas right here. And indeed, each idea has been bolded for me to quickly being able to read them, to skim through them. So I'm just going to go very quickly over that content. So stop overthinking and start uploading. Focus on quality over quantity. Understand your audience. Create compelling titles and thumbnails. Keep viewers engaged, etc., etc. So 11 golden nuggets from Mr. Beast, the king of YouTube himself. This is very powerful for content research, so you can learn from YouTube videos without having to go through them to watch them. All right, so how can I go even deeper? How could I use this to really help me with my daily task? Well, let's assume now I have 11 points right here. Let's assume I would like to translate that into another language. Well, I could use a prompt like this one. Please translate points 1 to 6 into Spanish and then points 7 to 11 in French. Okay, so I have 11 points, 1 to 6 in Spanish, 7 to 11 in French. And then ChatGPT will very quickly translate all of that text into the 2 desired languages. So I speak both of these languages, Spanish and French, and I can guarantee you that the translation was very accurate. So yeah, it did a great job at just simply translating content. Something else you could do is just ask ChatGPT an idea based on a piece of content that is suggested you could create. You could ask it to go deeper and actually create an entire script for you. So I tried that and I prompted, give me the script of a 59-second short form video for YouTube about 3 tips for finding your own voice as a content creator. Okay, so I went back to the Mr. Beast thing. Point number 10, be unique and authentic rather than copying others. Like a lot of people are copying Mr. Beast. Focus on finding your own voice and own style. Okay, so this is the idea I found interesting in Mr. Beast's video, thanks to the summary that ChatGPT generated for me. So now I want to build up on that. Okay, so give me the script of a 59-second short form video for YouTube about 3 tips for finding your own voice as a content creator. Start with a hook, then deliver the 3 tips with a bit of detail, and then finish with a call to action to subscribe to the channel. So here I'm not only giving the guidelines on what to write about, but also some guidelines about the format, the structure of the video. Okay, so that's it. That's all I gave ChatGPT, and it came up with an entire script for this video with a hook, tip number 1, 2, and 3, and then the call to action. So there you have it, content creators. Follow these tips and you will be well on your way to finding your own unique voice on YouTube. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about growing as a creator, hit that subscribe button and join our amazing community. You see, this is pretty good. So it gave me the entire script. Now I could take that, just add my personal touches to that, add my personal style, voice on top of that script, and I'm good to go. I could film that, and I could probably film a dozen of these in a day and have enough content for a week or so on YouTube. All right, so we have our video scripts. I can lock myself in the studio and start shooting them, but I still need some titles, descriptions, and tags if I want to upload this on YouTube. So I could ask ChatGPT for some help regarding this as well. I would use a prompt like this one. Can you suggest some SEO optimized titles that will make people click on this video on YouTube? Keep the title under 50 characters. Remember, ChatGPT remembers everything that has been said in that same conversation, that same chat. So you don't need to repeat some information that was already mentioned there. You can just simply ask it to give you the best title for this video. It will know which video you're talking about, the video of the script it just generated previously. So there you go. I have 10 titles here. Discover your voice, 3 tips for content creators. Unleash your creativity, 3 tips for content makers. Master your style, 3 tips for aspiring creators, etc., etc. Okay, so it's up to you to decide to use one of these titles, to mix and match some of the titles, which is usually what I do. I usually follow up when it suggests titles because it uses these same words and keywords pretty much all the time. So unleash, master, stand out, unlock. So these are words that I found quite cliche. So you could follow up with the prompt like, okay, I like them, but avoid cliche words like unlock, master, unleash. You kind of tell ChatGPT what not to use in your titles. But for the sake of this lecture, which is already becoming a bit long, I want to wrap it up and I want to show you one last prompt that you could use to this time generate some tags for your video, but also a nice description for the video. So the prompt I use is this one. Can you write a video description for YouTube and suggest 15 SEO optimized tags for this video? Will know which video you're talking about, obviously. And there you go, video description. In this short and impactful video, we dive into the world of content creation and explore 3 essential tips to help you find your unique voice as a content creator. Blah, 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 blah. I'm not gonna read all of this. But then the SEO optimized tags. And then for the tags, it gave me a list of 15 SEO optimized tags that I could just use for the tag section when you upload your YouTube video. As you can see, all of this is pretty darn impressive and really helped me speed up my content creation workflow. Now, I want you to keep in mind that what I showed you is just some examples of what you can do with ChatGPT, and more particularly applied to my very own context of a content creator. Throughout the course, I will demonstrate some other real-life use cases that will apply to other fields and other industries. This was just the opening act of the grand symphony awaiting you.